Hi guys, this is Malph and I'm here today to talk to you about professions. Yeah, I'm going to start on this. And we're going to start with the secondary professions that you have called cooking and fishing. Now the reason I'm tying these two together is, first of all, there's nothing really exciting to see with fishing. You cast a line, you catch a fish. Okay, whoop-de-doo. Occasionally you'll catch something else. I'll get into that later. Right now, I am in the Great Seal, and I am actually at the cooking trainer in the Great Seal. Okay? Now, you see this bitch? That's the one that teaches you how to cook. All right? She gives you all the patterns. You see that little tart right there? That's not Naomi's sister, but she might as well be. Little Lily over there, she sells you nothing that you can use. Nothing. Nothing you can use for cooking from that one right there. You would think there would be, but no. You see that guy? He didn't do anything but talk to you. All right? You see that grill over there? Yeah, it doesn't work. In order to cook in here, you have to start a campfire, which is absolute. Why, Blizzard? Why? That is absolutely redonkulous. Why? Why did you do this? You put this big thing here with this freaking brontosaurus burger on here, and we can't use it to cook. That is stupid. That is just stupid. So anyway, let's talk a little bit about cooking, a little bit about the history of cooking. Okay? And we'll just have a little fireside chat here, and I'll tell you a little bit about it. All right? Cooking back in vanilla was not that important. You had some things that were very popular, like Savory Deviant Delight, which to this day is pretty popular. You know, it changes you into something else. But generally, cooking didn't give you that much of a buff. You didn't really have that much to look forward to. There were some rare cooking patterns like kicking chimera chops and whatnot, but on the whole, it didn't really factor in. Cooking really didn't become a thing until about Lich King, and then it started to take off as far as buffs go. In fact, I may be wrong, but I believe at one point there was a cooking recipe that gave you an experience buff. So it actually became pretty good. But as expansions went along, cooking was no longer standalone, but tied more into fishing and became dependent upon fishing. So up to about level 300, you could get away without fishing too much, especially when Pilgrim's Bounty comes along, which is going to happen soon here. This is November. When Pilgrim's Bounty comes along, let me pull up the calendar and see when it is this year. Yeah, right here. When Pilgrim's Bounty comes along, you can go from level 1 to level 300 cooking in a snap. You won't have any problems whatsoever, period. Okay? It's easy peasy, nice. That it's easy to do. All right. All you gotta do is go catch turkeys. You cook stuffing and what. You're making me hungry. But you know, and some of this food really does sound delectable. You know, but I remember leveling as Alliance in vanilla and going out to Saldean's farm and getting the recipe for Murloc soup and stuff like that. So it's been around since vanilla. It just hasn't played as prominent a role as it does now. So let's take a look at it and pull up cooking. I have max cooking on 3 of my characters, which was a real challenge, guys. I'm here to tell you. I'll explain why in a little bit. But all of these foods, except for 2, the catfish and the loins, give you a buff. I'm sorry, excuse me. This one, the 3rd star, will only pop up in Stormsong Valley, and I've been playing since the expansion released, and I have not seen this yet. But Cold Tiramisu gives you 41 crit, Loa Loaf gives you 41 mastery, Mondazi gives you 41 versatility, and Ravenberry Tarts give you 41 haste. The larger meals, the honey glazed haunches, will give you, let's see, 53 or 55 crit. So 55 crit, 55 mastery, 55 versatility, and 55 haste. And then these two are primarily used for raids, and you can see the number of mats that are used here. It's not all fish, but this one gives the entire raid group 100 in a main stat. All right. Let's talk about mats, because that's really what it comes down to with cooking, and that's the big block on it. 15 red-tail loach. That could be fished in rivers and streams and ponds throughout Zuldazar. Okay. To get 15 of these in open water, you're going to cast that rod about 50 times. I'm serious, I'm not lying. In order to catch 15 of these, you're going to cast about 50 times. All right? So just be aware, you're going to be fishing for a long time. All right? The same thing with the Fangoon. This comes off of dinosaurs and other critters. This will come off of pterodactyls and other critters. So this stuff drops randomly. This you make. More fish are involved with that. I'll explain why. This you make. More fish are involved with that. And this is fished up. So we have fishing, 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 killing mobs. Okay? Alright, and this is max level. So these mats are reduced. Let me explain that. This is always the same. 10 slimy mackerel. This goes down by 1 every star you go up. So you start off needing 5. Now I need 3. I started out needing 4. Now I need 2. Okay? To make 1 of these, which gives me 10. Now let's do a little bit of simple math here. I need 10 slimy mackerel, which are fished along the coast of Zandalar, in order to make 1 of these. That gives me 1 level. Now starting out, this produces 5. At the second level it produces 10, or 7, and the final level it produces 10. So if I had 3 stars on this, it just takes an incredible amount of mats. So let's start at the beginning. You start off being able to make this. Okay? You see that? Now that's reduced by 3 stars. So you start off needing 5 of these. Alright? In order to get 5 of those, you have to have 5 fish. But wait a minute. You said you need fish to cook with. Yeah. So whatever you're fishing, double it. Because you need to create this, or go to the auction house and spend thousands and thousands and thousands of gold buying aromatic fish oil. Okay? So that right there is a pain in the butt. And one of the things that kind of cheeses me a little bit as I open up the map here, right down here where that question mark is, there's a Torn. He sells cooking mats. Now the first day this released, he sold fish oil for 57 silver for, I think it was 5 or 10 of them. Okay. And I bought a ton of it because I wanted to level up cooking as quickly as possible. So I had every buff that was available to me as I was leveling up on my main here. Okay. So I was lucky. I was lucky. Most people weren't. Most people weren't. Because the very next day, Blizzard banished it. They took it off of the vendor. And you can't get it off the vendor. The only way you can get aromatic fish oil is by fishing and then consuming the fish in the process of making the oil. So that's where the vendor for the mats are. You're all the way up here. So in order to get to him, you're going to go down, 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 all the way down there to get all the mats. So my advice would be stock up on the mats before you come up here and start cooking. Okay. There's another cooking trainer. Pull the map back up real quick. I'm sorry about that. Yep, went too far. Over here on the drag here, there is a cooking trainer in there. But again, materials, buying materials. You need the stuff to cook with. So let's pull up cooking again. All right, let's do some simple math. You start off with this until about level 25. Then at 25, you get access to these three. All right. So, and you probably have 2 stars on that. All right. So now you're making 7 per. All right. So you buy all these mats, you fish up all these fish to make a bunch of this. Not because you want this, because you need to level up the cooking. All right. And you'll continue to do that with all of these until you're about level 90. So that's pretty good. It goes from 1 to 90 with these, provided you get your stars and continue to update your recipes. All right. Okay. So that's pretty good, but that's a lot of fish roll. Think about this. 89 levels. 89 times, well, let's start off with 5. 89 times 5. That's how many fish you need to level up that far. 89 times 2. That's what? 188? 188 fish to level up to 90? From 90 to 150, that's 60 levels. The only things that work are these. This is not practical. Why? Meaty haunch. You need 10 of them. That never changes. This changes. That never changes. So you need 10 of those to go up 1 level. Now look at my characters here. I got Pravda and Byzantine. They have 55. That's 5 levels. And 66. That's 6 levels. That's 11 levels. It's not much. All right. And what I did was I used the swamp fish and chips. I went out on all my characters and I fished my butt off. And I actually got a mounts out of it. I got 2 mounts. I got the the manta ray that you ride around on an underwater mount. I got another one of those. I gave it to a friend of mine. But you fish and fish and fish and fish until you're blue in the face. So all of my characters are at 150 fishing. Okay? All of them are at 150 fishing. All of my 120s. All right? And I'm still only 3 characters in to leveling cooking up. Why is it so hard? Because you need a massive amount of fish. All right? This is practical as well. If I'm willing to go to Colterus and fish up the snapper along the coast. This is more convenient because it's on my continent. This is not so convenient because it's on the Alliance continent. And the reverse would be true if you play Alliance. This is not convenient because the only place to get this is fish that you kill in the water and crabs that you kill along the shore. And guess what? Your mileage may vary. They don't all drop this. They don't always drop it. It's very, very RNG. So your best bet's to stick with one of these 2 and go from 90 to 150. So to go from 90 to 150, that's 60 levels, you're going to need 600 fish. Think about that for a minute. Just stop and think about that for a minute. To go from level 90 to 150, you're going to need 600 fish. I'll let that sink in for a moment. You're going to be standing on a beach for a long time, guys. It's a pain in the ass. It can be done. I've done it on 3 characters. It can be done. But I'm telling you, you're going to be fishing for a long time. 600 fish. That's insane. But on the other end, you make 10 of these a shot. So you're going up 60 levels times 10. You're going to make 600 swamp fish and chips. And they stack in 20s. So you're going to have 300 stacks of swamp fish and chips. You don't have the inventory. If all your bags were empty, you still wouldn't have the inventory. So you're going to be vendoring this or sharing it with your alts or what have you. All right. That's a lot. I believe I need to congratulate Blizzard because they have solved world hunger. They did it. They solved world hunger right there. So you're going to fish up 600 fish to make 600 of this to go up 60 levels in cooking. Blizzard, that is stupid. That is stupid. You have lost your mind. Did anybody at Blizzard sit down and consider the numbers here? Or maybe you did, and you're laughing your asses off because we're standing there like big idiots with our fishing poles doing nothing but fishing for hours and hours and hours. Maybe you think it's funny. Maybe it's some kind of joke. This is why in my other videos I tell people never do turn-in quests. Never do turn-in quests. Keep your mats. Keep your mats and hand them down. The way I do it is, and Malph is my main here, so what I do is I start off on Malph and I level that up. Then all his mats go down to Gimpton. Then I level him up and all his mats come down to Tarantus. I level him up and all his mats go, and so on and so forth, on down the line. Okay? So I collectively pool these materials, shove them onto one character, do what I can, and then move on to the next one. All right? But that's still a lot of fish. A lot of fish. And here's cooking. Malph is at 950. All right? Gimpton is also maxed out at 150, but he completely ignored Legion. That's why you don't see him at 950. All right? And then come down to Tarantus, and he's at 150. Now, you do the math. That's 1,800 fish. 1,800 fish for 3 characters to get to 150. Did I need to get to 150? No. But I don't want to miss out on something. Because I've seen Blizzard do this crap before. They did it when Cataclysm hit. And if you weren't at a certain level of something else, you didn't have access to it. All right? So, yeah. That's cooking. That's where it's at right now, guys. The buff is worth it. But you're going to produce so much food, you should be doing everything with a food buff. In-game and out-of-game. You go to the grocery store, food buff. Go to McDonald's, food buff. Go to the bathroom, and you better have a food buff, because you're going to have plenty of food. I just want you all to think about the numbers here. And if Blizzard is listening at all to this video, this needs to stop. It needs to stop. This is ridiculous. 10 fish to make 10 meals at max level will produce over 60 levels, 600 fish, and 600 meals. I don't know about you, but I don't think my subscription is going to last long enough for me to eat all that. All right, because each food buff lasts an hour. So that's 600 hours of playtime with a food buff on. Think about that. The numbers are ridiculous. That's about all I'll say about cooking. Is it worth getting cooking? Yes, absolutely worth it. Absolutely worth it. It's very useful, all right? But there's no way that you can justify the amount of time and effort that goes in to leveling it to max level with the benefit that you get out of it. There's no way Blizzard can justify that. There's no way in hell that they can justify that at all. 600 fish. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Because I'm telling you guys, that's untenable. No, because you're going to need 600 of these. When are you going to go kill 1,000 mobs to get it? Okay? And you're going to need 600 of this, which doesn't hardly drop. So where are you going to get it from? The most I've gotten out of this was when I did the Horde questline, War questline, and went underwater deep sea diving and had that quest where I had to kill 10 underwater creatures. So yeah, you've lost your mind. You have lost your mind. And I don't know anybody that's going to sit there that long and do that. So, problems with the cooking. The trainer's up here. All the materials are downstairs. This is ridiculous. That should work. You should be able to cook. Good news, look around. I don't see Nami anywhere. They should nuke that guy. They should make him a sacrifice to the gods or something. Honestly, that was a waste of time. All right? So you've got this little food bar here. But like I said, it's just, God, think about the math. The numbers don't justify it, Blizzard. Okay? One fish, one meal. That's the way it should work. You shouldn't be forcing players to go out there and fish up 10 to go one level. That's stupid. That's stupid ridiculous. All right? And that's about all I have to say about that. You guys take care. Have a good day. Be good to each other. Until I talk to you next time, bye.